Alright, we're just going to wait, see if Brian jumps back on. Anybody else who may jump back on. Short live stream tonight, Thursday, what's today? February 2nd, 2023. Brian was on. I asked him to jump back on. I don't even know if the audio is going out, but I had a few minutes and I wanted to test out. I'll go through this again once a couple people jump on. I'm testing OBS or Droid OBS with OBS Studio from my Android phone. And again, it's me, and I'll switch the camera view to the front camera. Brian is on. Loud and clear. Thanks, Brian. So, Brian, I am going to, this is probably only going to be a couple minutes. I'm going to wait and see if anybody else jumps on. But I wanted to do a test. I haven't done anything. I'll flip the camera around while we're waiting. I will show you what exactly is going on. But I'm actually going to unplug power. And this is my Android phone running Droid OBS. Or, yeah. What I said before. But it allows me to use my cell phone as a camera. And I'm just testing it out, see how it looks. As you can see, Brian, I did a video back around New Year's on my little Arcade 1-Up arcade. And that's the studio. And everything has been disconnected, used for other projects. There's some equipment coming to hook all that up. And I'll be doing that in the next few days, and we'll start doing some content here at home. I will no longer be disconnecting equipment to take it other places, and that'll make doing weekly content a little easier. It's going to be cold out, Brian. Oh, and Brian, as I'm walking around in this mode, I cannot see the chat. So if you're chatting, which it looks like you did, I'll go back over and see what you said. Yeah, Droidcam, thank you. That's, yeah, it works. You can use it with Zoom. I'm having difficulties getting it to work with Streamlabs, but I'm sure it's just me missing something. Can't see your chat, Brian, but everything down here is from storage, and all the storage except for one unit is empty, and there's still a ton of stuff in the last storage. But my next goal is to get the YouTube studio set up down here on my 6-monitor display that I use for my backups. But as you can see, Brian, the last time you were here, it's a lot messier. But you can see the floor. So I'll keep everybody updated on this project also. It's a little warm in here. 81. Well, it doesn't help with all the boxes and everything filling it up, but the air's going up to the family room and the door is left open on nights like tonight where it's going down to 20 degrees. Some HVAC refrigeration equipment, server rack that's filled with stuff, my trip light, UPS, and batteries that I want to do a video on me hooking up and actually showing the server room set up on that. That'll be another project. There is a dehumidifier here somewhere that I want to do a video on me repairing. Again, there's the rack that's completely filled out. And again, this is just a live stream to test what the camera looks like walking around the house, or at least the family room and the basement slash red room slash studio. All right, Brian, can you still hear me all right? Or were you able to hear me the whole time I was downstairs walking back over? Got to type a little quicker, Brian. Are you still on, Brian? I'm not used to using OBS Studio, so I'm not even sure that. Yes, okay, yep. Thanks, Brian. Did you catch the video where I showed my 2 additional arcade one-up pinballs? The video had everyone playing the games except for me. This one has a problem. Let's see if I can get it. There is a bunch of missing pixels on the screen. So I'm going to either mod this one to a 32-inch LCD, or at least replace that screen with OEM 27-inch. I don't know if that'll be copyrighted or not, so we won't let that play for long. And then this is the Attack from Mars, and they're both at the startup screen. Whoever played that last was probably playing in. Yeah. So, and then the original Miss Pac-Man. So, just buying a little time, playing with both of these. Not quite sure how, if I'm going to actually like OBS Studio as opposed to Streamlabs. I'm going to work tomorrow night on actually getting this to work with Streamlabs. I've seen a little bit of it the other day. I watched the Tech Tangents channel, and he has a couple Hydro Thunder arcade games in his office. I heard and saw the frame rate a little slow, but still see you. Alright, thanks, Brian. Again, just wanted to do something short and test it out. It's actually responding pretty quick. I'm not sure that it's actually that quick on the YouTube stream, and I'll go back and watch it when it's done. But I'll get the lighting hooked back up again. Something's wrong with that one. I can't turn it on anymore. Hoping it's not I'm hoping if it's broke, it's just a bad power supply. And then oh, Alexa, set family room lights green.
Okay.
So we've been keeping the entire house set up for the Eagles game, Super Bowl weekend. That'll be nice to watch. So when we go to bed, we set the entire house up to green. Alexa, set family room lights to daylight.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Brian, on the nice pinball cabinets. So I'm going to leave this at that. Brian, I appreciate you jumping on. You're usually very dependable. I want to focus on the next month or two, getting me to the 1,000 subscriber and get the rest of my views, and trying to build content that matches what the channel's set up for, not parades, not fireworks. So we can work. I plan on doing one on this Unify security gateway. I install these on most of my clients. It's my preferred router slash security gateway for clients. So I can do a video on that. I got tons of stuff. But I think the big project will be getting the office cleaned up and setting that up as a YouTube studio. So it is, we've been on now for, I have no idea how long. Is that a Red Dragon keyboard? I'm not sure who makes this. I bought it on Amazon. It is a blue click type keyboard. I like, I don't know, Brian, if you remember when Ray and I had the office, some of the old IBM keyboards that were click type, I liked that a lot. So again, I don't want to click anything because I don't know if it's actually going to mess up my stream, but I like the click keyboard. And when I do video streams for YouTube at church, I have to type really slow because it's really noisy, and you would think I would grab another keyboard and take it with me, but I always forget. So with that in mind, Brian, thank you for listening to jumping on, watching, and listening to the stream for me as I took a little walk, and I'm going to go back and watch it and just make sure that the motion's not too jerky and that the audio sounds good. And if I need to add or modify my Wi-Fi, I will do so. Brian, have IBM M keyboards go for quite a bit nowadays. Yes, they do. I actually saw somebody else that was talking about, actually they weren't talking about it, they restored one. That seems the way to go. Find one that's, not destroyed, but that's dirty and needs to be cleaned out and might not work. You take it, open it up, clean it, and repair it, and they work just as well as the new old stocks that are out there. So, all right, Brian, it's been a while. Thank you for jumping on, and hopefully I'll do something in the next few days, and you'll be able to jump onto that. Have a good evening, and I'm going to figure out how to stop the streaming here. Have a good evening, and try to stay warm. Make sure everything's it's going to be cold tonight, so I don't know if our faucet outside was dripping. I finally fixed that, got it turned all the way off, so that was my main concern for the cold that's coming up. So have a good evening. Talk to you soon.